Okay, now we're recording. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 6.
Wow,
Of
6.
6, yes, 6 of Turbulence of Life.
Low on the pecking order.
It's a popular podcast. Everyone wants to be in it. It's we're
Oversubscribed.
oversubscribed is the word. But for those who can see, I'm joined here by Benjamin. Hello, Ben. I normally get the guests to introduce themselves, age, sex, location, purpose in life, how we know each other.
Wow, we're going to jump in straight into it. Cool. I'm Ben. I'm 27. You haven't had Sam on the podcast yet. I'm sure he's even lower down the pecking order.
I think he's 25.
He's the twin brother.
Yes.
I live in London Bridge. I'm going to close my legs so I don't show the world a camel toe. Off to a good start. No, Dan and I know each other from university. We met playing volleyball in our second year, or was it our first year?
Your second, my fourth, yeah.
My second year of university, and we've been friends ever since. And I've been coaching him through life, and a little bit of vice versa. But we'll get into that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I initially joined volleyball to meet girls.
How did that go?
I met you.
The boys met the boys.
Yeah.
The bromance blossomed.
It
That's
was,
what matters.
yeah, better than any girl.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
so that was back in 2015,
2016. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got the sticker on your laptop. What's that? Yeah, 2015, 2016.
Yeah, the volleyball one. I did do a close-up of that. And that was it. Yeah, you work in London.
Work in London, yep, for I'm going to bore everyone to sleep straight off the bat. For a fintech company called Round. I'm a product manager. I won't go into that. It's a little bit boring. But I've been doing the same sort of thing for 6 years or so. So a little bit of time.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll come a conversation in the next bit, but
yeah. Australia, man. Whenever that's happening in the coming weeks, 4 to 6 weeks by the sounds of things. So yeah, relocating, packing up shop, closing down the shutters, and moving out there probably at the end of this month potentially.
Yeah,
crazy. So just everything. That's the North Star. All roads point to Rome. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Nice. Okay, so normally what we do is rapid fire and everything, but before we do that, I'll go straight into the intro music.
Yeah,
so
let's
we're just
do it.
gonna.
Okay. Oh, I want to put the headphones on for that.
Yeah, and then you can. Yeah. So. Yeah.
It's kind of like the start of a sitcom, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like with the laugh track in the background.
Yeah, like The Simpsons or something similar.
Yeah. Okay, so the first is rapid fire questions.
All right, hit me, man. Let's do it.
Okay, so I'll give you maybe 4 or 5.
Okay. Are you answering them as well, or is it just me?
Just you.
Me.
I think we'll have an episode where I'm interviewed, but I need to find a guest.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Here we go.
What was your favourite dish to cook?
Oh, okay. So in the past 6 months, favourite dish to cook, you had it the other day. It's a lovely sweet and sour with tofu pillows. My favourite. It's one of my cooking books up there.
It was good. Yeah.
Delicious.
Ben got one of our other friends, Andrew, to get tofu pillows, and he was lost in China.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Yeah, I went into a Chinese supermarket, asked for tofu pillows, had a weird look, found them anyway.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's my favourite thing to cook at the moment. If it's not that, what else do I enjoy making? I love making some quesadillas, some like Mexican sweet potato black bean quesadillas.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's my favourite.
That sounds good.
Those two.
Okay. Favourite animal?
Red panda, which is quite rogue.
Oh, shit, okay.
It's quite rogue. They're quite rare, but they're absolutely adorable. And they're more like bite-sized than regular pandas. So maybe you could keep it as a pet. Yeah, I would say red panda.
Solid choice.
Top one, yep.
Next question.
Yep.
Describe your style in one word.
Ooh, steezy.
Steezy.
Style and ease, baby.
Oh, baby.
Steez.
As I know what that means.
Definitely steezy, style and ease. Met a guy at uni called Chris Garrett who was on Snow Riders. he was considerably younger than me, and he was like, "You're so steezy," and I was like, "Mate, I'm getting older or something." But yeah, no, steezy, Stalinese.
Steezy.
Never heard anyone else on the planet use it, but I remember that.
I'm gonna try keep that going. I'm steezy, bro.
Yeah,
steezy.
steezy. It's a bit cringe, but
2 more. Coolest fact you know.
okay. Coolest fact I know is at the most isolated part of the planet, you're closer to the moon than you are to landmass.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is, I think, somewhere in the South Pacific. Someone can fact check me, but I believe that's true.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I think I just have wombat's poo is in the shape of cubes.
The difference in our facts, man. Like, I'd say mine. I'd bring it up at dinner, but you want to probably keep that one under the wraps.
Oh dear.
It shows what you're interested in and what I'm interested in. You know?
In wombat poo, specific. And then what was the last one? Oh yeah, your last Google search.
Oh, last Google search probably. Oh God, wouldn't dare want to pull up. Christ, what's my last Google search? Probably low-cost king-size beds from IKEA.
Okay.
Because that's what I just had to replace.
It's not so embarrassing, that one.
Not so. Well, I'm probably not revealing the accurate one, but no, that is almost certainly what it was.
Okay, happy days. That sound means the next segment, which is funny flying and traveling stories.
Oh.
Not specifically funny, but interesting as well. So I'll give you the floor. Any interesting or like good traveling moment, or meant to be funny flying, traveling, but yeah.
Not necessarily funny flying moments per se. I feel like I've been on a few flights with like proper bad turbulence. Maybe we can demystify what the hell turbulence is. But I guess I would say I'm one of those guys that because I've flown a fair amount. I don't get too bothered about turbulence.
Okay.
But it's when the plane suddenly drops in a rapid instance to the point where you kind of feel your bum lift out of the seat and you look around and you might even hear a few like babies crying or a few women going, oh, and then your palms are sweaty.
Knees become spaghetti.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So those are a few of the ones that really jumped to my mind. I think I was flying with Sam from somewhere in Canada down through the Andes towards where were we going? We must have been going to Santiago in Chile.
Okay.
And I remember the turbulence there was really bad as we were descending. That was a little bit scary. And probably a couple of other times as well, flying from the UK to Cape Verde. But none particularly funny ones. I think the funniest story was when I was with some of Katie's friends and we must have been going skiing. It's one of like the annual ski trips, it must have been.
Yeah.
And all of her mates were just absolutely hammered at the airport, hammered when they got on the plane. We must have occupied the last 10 rows at the back of the flight. And I think there was a couple that just went onto the bathroom. They were hooking up, and it was just causing a bit of a stir amongst the cabin crew, if I remember correctly. That was quite funny. I was not partaking. But no, that was good. But yeah, no explicitly funny stories on planes themselves, not that I remember.
Well, yeah, just so on those two things, I don't know if you've seen, there's a video from an EasyJet flight where there's a couple, or they're shagging. But everyone's finding funny, of course, and then the cabin crew, the guy, he sort of opens it, but he's like, he doesn't want to do it, but he does it.
Oh, yeah?
He opens the door, and just see them stood there for like 2 seconds, the guy just shuts it. Have you not seen the video?
I think I have. That was a recent one, right?
Yeah.
Is there like I guess if you're a captain, it's a little bit different, but what's the policy if you're a steward and you catch that? So when you land, are there repercussions?
No, to be honest, I don't think so, because
is it not like public indecency or?
Oh,
I have no idea, but that's kind of what because obviously you never see that in the videos. But are there any implications of actually getting caught?
Well, for
asking for a friend, obviously.
Yeah, strictly hypothetical.
Strictly. Also, EasyJet flight. Man's got no.
EasyJet.
Have some decor, brother.
If
you're going to be doing that, Qatar,
Etihad,
Emirates, first class, business class. But my guy's in economy, in like the budget of budget airlines. I don't know if it's a better reflection on him or his missus, but each to their own.
There was Actually, saying that, I was on a plane. You don't know the story. I was on a plane, and there was a couple that had tried to have sex on the plane I was with. Not with me, of course, but they wish. They wish. But it wasn't even in the toilet. It was in the middle of the seats.
Lying down in the, yeah.
Not even lying down. So the logistics were, I think the girl was sort of like on the edge of the seat, and the guy was on his knees, like facing the back of the plane.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And they got caught, but then it's like nothing really happens to them. Like they obviously didn't get kicked off the plane, but
yeah. Look, I guess if you're on like a long haul flight, it's dark, it's fairly empty, you can probably get away with a fair amount. But on an EasyJet flight in the middle of the day, up and down,
bit obvious.
Actually, I'm pretty impressed. If anything, maybe I'm a bit jealous, but
yeah, same.
But no, yeah, wild. So no policy against it. Not that you're.
No, I mean we haven't been specifically trained to be like, well, if two people have sex, you need to do this. What I mean. But I think maybe the cabin crew.
Yeah, they don't teach the captains that. They're like, fly the fucking plane.
Yeah, let's get us down. But no, and then.
Turbulence. When it drops suddenly, that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, with the turbulence, because you get loads of different ones. You get like mechanical, which is like a bit low level if there's strong winds. You get wind shear if there's like. You can have many scenarios, but it's basically a sharp change in wind.
Sure.
So you can have like a shallow wind, and then have some low level clouds, and then there's like a really strong wind. But the most probably is at altitude where it's the high temperature gradient between different air masses.
Okay.
Then there's clear air turbulence.
I need you to break this down, bro. Give me layman's terms.
There are these strong winds called jet streams.
Yeah.
And they're always there throughout the year. They just change altitude and change latitude, so from how high they are. But they're always there, and around jet streams, that's where you find turbulence.
Okay.
And turbulence comes because there's basically a high temperature differential between two air masses.
Okay.
And for some reason, well,
the way that you describe it is less scary.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah.
A temperature differential. I'm not sure how that correlates to my arse leaving the sea, but as long as the temperature returns to what it was, then I think we're okay.
Oh, it's perfectly normal, and we do get weather briefings and saying there are jet streams here. There's moderate or severe turbulence,
and you just choose to fly right through.
And we just find them easiest
bang in the middle.
Cheapest one. But because I don't know, I think we mentioned this, but you can get 3 stages: light, moderate, severe, and they're basically defined as well. So light's between a difference of 0, but like you experience 1G, right, when you're flying, and -1 is imagine everything's flipped up, and 0G's like 0 gravity, and 1 gravity is like normal.
Yep.
So I think light turbulence is 0 to 0.5G, like a fluctuation in that, like so you're experiencing a bit more like light chops. Moderate is maybe 0.5 to 1.5, and severe is maybe 2 plus. But it's also defined as what can happen. So light is like you have constant control of the plane, but there's light chops. Moderate is like temporary loss of plane, and severe is like sustained loss of airplane control.
Christ. They probably don't fly, right? If it's severe.
Well, you
know it's going to be severe.
You do get forecasts when it's this area they give you latitude and longitude, and they give you like an area, say there's severe turbulence, so they would maybe avoid it, or if you'll request a different flight level, like an altitude to fly at.
Yep.
But a plane you can survive like severe turbulence for a little bit, but it'd be so uncomfortable that you wouldn't want to stay there anyway.
Oh, God.
So when you dropped out of the sky,
I didn't quite drop out of the sky. My ass left the seat momentarily. Okay. I guess that would have been like probably mild at
moderate
worst.
to severe, I'd say. Yeah.
Moderate to severe.
Yeah, and then part of the definition of severe turbulence is where like items are dislodged and like the trolleys are like thrown up to the sky and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay, no, that didn't happen. But
yeah. So, but I mean, a plane's pretty survivable. Like Boeing did a test where they, the wings of the plane, they basically like stretch them up and see how far higher they could go. Oh, there was a unit of measurement. It was like the amount of G's. I think it was like 5 to 10, or like you could seriously bend the wings. I'll put a screenshot up, but yeah, plane's pretty sturdy.
I should bloody hope so. Yeah, no, that's wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me a bit paranoid.
And,
It's a long flight to Australia.
Oh yeah,
It's 24 hours.
filling you with confidence.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be flying Emirates, brother. I ain't
Emirates.
taking no risks.
I think I've not.
Also, if
done
you're in business class, baby, they don't feel that
business.
shit.
Are they business
No,
class?
I mean maybe
Oh,
who knows. Potentially business class. But,
that'd be cool. That's what on my bucket list
Yeah, exactly. I'll have those noise cancelling headphones on. I'll be lying down.
for the guys that in the
Yeah.
I'll maybe cut that bit out.
So basically, if you're in business class, you don't feel turbulence.
No,
That's what you pay
it doesn't
for.
exist. But yes, okay, all right. Next segment. That sound means next segment. So, the main crux of the episode, why it's called Turbulence of Life, it's the highs and lows of life. I normally get the guests to give like a couple highs, couple lows, how high you want to go, how low you want to go. I'll talk recent. I normally give a quick one for me. A low. Well, yeah, my dad was in a car accident, which is low, which sounds worse than it was. Luckily, he walked away and everything like that. But we were picking up a car for me, and I lost him, and I called him. I said, "Yeah, I'm this way. I'll wait for you." And he was pulling a U-turn, and he collided with someone, as he did. And he called me up, and he says, "I've been in a car accident," and you can't imagine like.
Yeah, your heart drops. Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck me!" Like I was so scared, like shitless, and because he in his voice was like trembling, shaking a bit as well, and luckily, yeah, I mean it was all luckily because it was like on a road, it wasn't on a motorway. The car was okay, he was fine, he walked away without nothing, luckily.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, yeah, it was momentary low, but it's like, yeah. And then I felt bad the whole week because he was saying how he lost his confidence. Well, I don't know if I can say this, but he said he felt shit from. He said he felt, just bad or not nice feeling to be in an accident, right? A lot of shock. So I felt bad for him because I obviously couldn't do anything as well. But then a high. Oh, what highs did I have?
You had a great date.
I did, yeah.
After the date, it was a low. It's probably another low. You had a great date.
But that's the thing. Yeah. So I had a date on Friday, and it went really well. Like honestly, one of the better first dates.
Came back smiling.
I did. Yes. It's a shame there's no second date, but still.
We move.
Yeah.
Expectation setting.
Yeah, and learning. Expectation
as in adjusting your expectation, not too much pressure on the outcome of the first date.
True. But I mean, learning experience, and it was a lot of fun. Like, not that it was a bad experience. So, so that was me.
Cool. I guess try and keep them fairly recent. Recent lows. Obviously, going through a very tough breakup. We won't focus too much on that one, but we'll focus on mother's mum, grandma passed away.
Okay.
Back end of last year. That was a real low. We had just been up to spend her 90th birthday kind of late in the summer, which was beautiful. Trying to get other 90-year-olds together is bloody difficult, but she had a really great turnout.
That's fun.
And so sweet. She probably has only like energy for a few hours because she was living by herself. So then to be surrounded by people for such a intense but short amount of time, she really appreciated. But I think it kind of wiped her out, bless. And that I think was almost like the final curtain. I think she'd said her goodbye. She'd seen her family for the last time, and then a couple of months later, she passed away. So that was really, really quite sad. Maybe more than anything is to see how it affects your mum.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I hate to see people cry, especially when it's people that I care about. So that was just awful. And my little brother. So that's one of the lows. One of the highs recently is just been spending a lot of time with the bros recently.
Oh, nice.
Saying the goodbyes.
Yeah.
Trying to make the most of the time that I have left. And it's great how accessible people have made themselves. Knowing that I'm, at some point in the near future, kind of heading off, and it's it's just lovely. It's lovely that people are prioritising it, that people are making the time, and that I've just been fortunate enough to have some fun recent memories with those guys.
Nice. Just going on the on the low. So yeah, because I was gonna say because your mum's like so bubbly.
Mm.
So I can't imagine her being upset or
Yeah, I
you know
know.
she's not,
Yeah,
it's like she's not allowed to. Not that she's not allowed to, but she's not allowed to because.
yeah. She puts on a tough exterior, bless her.
Mm,
But yeah, I think it was. I would say she probably saw it coming. I think her
yeah.
health was deteriorating quite considerably in the last few years of her life, and she was becoming less and less independent and more reliant on my mum and kind of other carers
Yeah.
or like kind of services. It's always a shock, obviously, when you get the news. I remember exactly where I was because I was on a train going from London Bridge I was making my way to the airport to fly to Bali, and the doors had just opened at Charing Cross,
Oh shit.
and she called me. And what did she say? She said, I think she asked me if I was at the airport already or if I was sat down, and then she told me, and I was like, in those moments you kind of like lost for words, just even momentarily. But I was in such a rush of I was running late for the airport. I almost like just pressed pause on my emotions, and probably until I got to the
Yeah,
airport,
yeah,
I got on that plane because at that point I knew I could process it. So that was really tough. We had a beautiful wedding. We carried in her coffin. Leo got up, gave a speech, and then we had her wake at her favourite jazz bar, which was just around the corner from her house, which was lovely. So open bar. I think
Oh,
mum and dad paid for that, which was
nice.
beautiful. The funniest thing, though, there's always a funny thing. Her carers, two gay guys, a couple.
Oh, I think you made
Actually, I don't think they were a couple, but they're two gay guys.
Yeah.
Got absolutely hammered on the open bar, and then they were hitting on me and Leo the whole evening, which
Well,
was
Sam.
wild. Sam called it early. I think he went to bed. I
Okay.
can't really remember. No. So Sam was. Where was Sam? Oh, so I got back from Bali
Yeah.
and I went to the funeral. And
Okay.
when I went to the funeral, Sam was in Bali himself,
Oh,
just
of
because
course.
of
Yeah, they
timings,
took
the
a
way
trip.
things
Yeah,
went
yeah.
down. So Sam wasn't there. Yeah, but they got
That's
inappropriately but hilariously absolutely spangled, and they probably outstayed their welcome, but in an adorable way. And yeah, we had a good night. I think we were well, some of the other guys were drinking all day, literally all day, probably for about 12
really.
hour session.
Damn.
So yeah, that was always remember that one. But yeah, I think when someone passes away, it's always more sad or most sad to think about how it impacts the people directly around them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Because I guess you can do nothing about that. But because we spoke about this on episode 4, but I've never actually had
never
to
had that.
grieve or
Yeah, everyone grieves in different ways, but I guess the time will come, man.
yeah.
Comes often when you least expect it, which is the saddest, hardest part.
Yeah,
It's like that
and,
shock,
like,
that surprise.
Yeah, and like that's I said it as well. It's like when it happens to me for the first time, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
I'm fucked. Well, not fucked, but like
yeah.
I'm screwed. Like
Takes its toll, man, for sure.
how to
Especially when
process
it's a
that.
family or a friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been through it a couple of times. So
Of course, yeah, and, yeah, other times, yeah.
yeah,
I was
definitely.
thinking of your friend.
Gareth.
Gareth.
Yeah. When we were much younger.
Yeah.
That was the worst. That was the worst because he was so young
Yeah,
and we were so far away. And it took us by absolute surprise. The guy was a crazy fucker, but it's strange, isn't it? How you remember where you were, the conversation that you had. Very odd. I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of ingrained in your mind, for better or for worse.
Yeah, which is
Yeah, so we were Sam and I and a group of friends were volunteering somewhere in northern India, in Dharamshala, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it was an evening after a long day of painting a friggin' school.
Oh, cool.
And I had a bunch of missed calls. I think we got home, managed to get some Wi-Fi, had a bunch of missed calls from someone at home who never used to call me.
Okay.
We were friends, but not.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we weren't kind of calling each other, and that was a red flag.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening? And then I think I struggled to call him back. I think I had a phone call from my mum who told me. And I think when you lose someone at such a young age, it's like total disbelief. It's like you have some more questions than anything. That was an awful experience. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I mean,
Because you're so remote, there's a time difference.
Yeah,
At that point, you just
that
want to be
is-
around family and other friends, and very difficult to do.
yeah. Yeah, actually, in terms of grieving, I've only known two people like close, well, semi-close, like friends basically. That was a a course mate. I wasn't super close to him, but we had like some modules together, and he really nice guy. And he, I don't know if you know this, he was on the MH370, not 370,
Oh, wow.
the one that got shot down.
Yeah, wow.
He was about to start his year abroad in Australia.
No.
Yeah, and
He
my
was
friend
on the way to Australia.
on the way, yeah,
Oh.
from Amsterdam to like Malaysia, I guess. And
Oh, that's
yeah,
awful.
and to leave my friend call me, and like it was during summer, because at the end of summer, because we were all about to start, and just
Oh man, that's
it was just
awful.
fucked. Yeah, and then just watching the news and
Yeah.
waiting for them to like mention the names, and that one was even messed up because like they wouldn't even let the media, or they wouldn't, like the Russian forces or something were keeping them away from the plane for some reason to hide.
Yeah, it was because they shot it down, right?
Yeah. And it was just fucked. And
Yeah,
like I said, I
awful.
wasn't his best friend, but like spoke to him a few times, and yeah, super nice guy. Had a girlfriend of 5 years,
Oh,
and we were what, like 20 years old,
early 20s,
super young as
yeah.
well. But that was messed
that's
up.
awful, man.
Yeah, so I can't imagine like people close to him. And then I had another uni mate. She like lived with her first year. Again, they all, I don't know if I didn't live with them. I lived with different people the second year to my accommodation or people, but they're still good people. And her name was Olivia, and she had, I don't know what she had. She had a disease basically, and she it was but a bit under wraps. But she basically, she did the bachelor's. It did 3 years, got like a first because she was like smart and everything. But then her brother posted on Facebook saying like she passed away, and like that was a shock to me because I didn't speak to her, but
Yeah.
it's still like, it's just crazy. Like, and even like it's crazy. Like I wasn't super close to her. She was super friendly, but still think about it because it's like she was so young and so
Had
young.
her whole life in front of her. Yeah.
And like to like interact. Like I probably like spoke to her more than my other course mate, but it's like just crazy. Like I still find myself something just looking at their social media profile because it's like again like what happens to your profile when you go. It's like it's just there like a timestamp.
Always forever. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like you scroll through and just because I actually made a birthday cake for her during uni, and so close to an extent.
Tough.
But yeah, that's the closest I've had, and just a bit fucked, but yeah, that's life. Someone was saying how yesterday, I was chatting to my doctor friend, and he was saying how like humans weren't meant to live past 50.
Yeah, but then as time goes on, longer and
Yeah.
longer and longer and longer.
And I speak to Zach about this. I think I'm good to go at 50. Like you're
50?
gonna because it's
That's
like
in 20 years for you.
oh shit
Yeah, near enough.
20 years 1 month, yeah, but
No, because I feel like at 50, you just got a brilliant quality of life. I look at mum and dad. Oh, happiest they've ever been.
true.
I think that probably extends all the way up to, like it would, like this day and age, this technology, probably well up to like 70. I would have thought. Yeah.
Because I don't want to like start deteriorating and just
No. But I think you can delay that these days for a long
true.
while, at least slow it down considerably.
I was like
You're going to be working until you're 65. Does Ryanair have a pension? Probably has a great pension.
it's a Ryanair pension.
It's a Ryanair pension.
I need to sort that out.
They pay you in free flights. That's it.
free water.
Free water.
But yeah, I mean, I'll see. But it's like, I just didn't want to, because I mean, I joke about it with Zach, but at the same time, it's like, true, I don't want to.
You don't want to be a cabbage.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want, like, my dad said it as well. He's like, he doesn't want to be in a wheelchair and someone push him around for him to survive. And I was thinking,
Yeah.
I don't want the same either, because like.
Yeah, I think it probably depends on how, like, mentally sound you are.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Are you cognitively able?
Yeah. Because you speak to old people and sometimes you can suss out, oh, they're actually.
Man, my granny's 93.
Yeah.
She's I don't say fit as a fiddle, but she's traveling every other week, different parts of the country, different parts of Europe. Yeah, she's so unbelievably independent. She drives.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she gets around. So,
Oh, good for her.
yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Not really, I don't think she drinks at all, doesn't smoke, healthy lifestyle. And, like, she's sound, she's with it.
Really?
She's, like, she's quick.
Okay. Maybe
Sharp.
Maybe that's the key.
Yeah, not that you drink or you smoke, really.
No.
No, not really, yeah.
No, not for
Mum
the
and dad.
podcast. Oh, but yeah, I mean, but tell you what, I showed you the screenshot for the listeners. I've obviously got a Garmin watch now, and that fitness age.
Fitness age. Dan's happy to share that his fitness age is
19 and a half
19 and a half
years old.
It's also his level of maturity.
Probably, honestly. I was thinking that. I was like, yeah, my level of jokes is probably that age as well. But I don't know how accurate that is, but it has all the...
Mine's 18. Just joking. As well.
But how's all the
Mine's
health
probably
credentials?
27. Probably where I need to be.
But yeah, it has all the credentials, so it's accurate to some extent. But yeah,
Supposedly.
but yeah. Anyway, and then yeah, so it's now the pros,
The highs.
the highs. Yeah, it's something about like, I think like as you're young, you're a bit of like a knob to each other, but it's like as you're older and you're mature, you can appreciate that you're like one of the bros and you enjoy spending time, right? And it's like I remember like when I was at uni, it's like with my first like breakup, and that was the first realization, like, oh, your friends are actually your friends. They're never going to do that to you, right? It's like they're not going to fall in love with them and break up with you, but it's like, yeah, it's
They're there through it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like the appreciation, like you can like count on them to do anything, and but it's crazy though because my sister, I hope she doesn't mind me telling this, she had a friend of like maybe 15 years, and they like eventually broke up this year, which is sad because they were
Friendship breakup.
yeah, like
Wow.
it just wasn't a reciprocated friendship.
Happens though. Does
Yeah,
happen.
it's sad, but it's like, yeah, you wouldn't think that would be the case, but
Yeah, it's natural. You outgrow each other sometimes,
yeah,
or you're on different paths, and it's sometimes the best thing that you can do for someone is to let them go.
yeah, true, and like you do make new friends and lose old friends, right? Like
Yep, all the time, man.
like I had some good friends from secondary school who I not stopped speaking to, but yeah, you saw less, but then started seeing them again because friends would get married, and then like we see each other more now, so that's good fun. But yeah, you do naturally.
People come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a study, and it's like this is the amount of friends you normally have, and you know, it's like the time you have
Like
allowed.
2.
Yeah, 3 on a good day. But it's like sort of the amount of time you have for friends and etc. Like you have this many close friends and going
Yeah.
on, and you know this many people.
I look at my dad. My dad doesn't really have any guy friends.
No, just all girlfriends.
Just like my mum's friends,
Oh,
I guess, which are obviously his friends as well, but none that are just his friends. But he's like the happiest. He's happiest in solitude, man.
yeah.
Loves to be by himself.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mentally sound. Isn't a psycho. Which is quite rare. Yeah, but obviously my mum's got loads of friends.
Yeah, social, I imagine.
Yes, yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, so sociable. Yeah, I guess like yin and yang
Yeah.
in many ways.
Yeah, I recently I've not learned to, but appreciated being by myself more.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously I rent in Stansted, and I've got the own apartment there, and it's nice to just
It's quiet.
yeah, like yeah, Mount Pitcher as well is like a village, but it's nice to just have
Be
your
on
own
your own.
space. I mean, you can
Yeah.
relate. You live on your own to some extent.
Yeah, but I'm
Nowadays.
terrible. I'm not terrible. I'm not as good as I would like to be in my own company, because I've never been in my own company. I've never had to be in my own company.
Really?
I've got a twin brother. I've got a big family. I went to university. My twin brother went there. My girlfriend at the time of 6 or 7 years went. My best friend went, Gareth. I had probably a few other people that also went to that university. Then I did my year abroad.
Yeah.
Year abroad was like probably the first time where I had to like figure things out by myself. But there was still 2 or 3 other people from Leeds that I knew of, not well by any means, and so I kind of had that network there. And then I moved down to London, moved in with my brother and a couple of other friends. So I've never really, with the exception of Australia for the most part,
Yeah.
the first time at least, never really had to figure that out.
Wow.
But now I do. That's one of the reasons, right? So learning curve, a growth opportunity. I have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but it's like, because then I'm moving to Manchester, right? So, but I'm
You've
moving
always been good because you went to Sweden by yourself.
Ah, true.
Literally, bloody knew no one.
Yeah, true.
For how many years? 1 year, 2 years?
1.5, yeah.
1.5, 2 years. Yeah. So you've done it, man. And it's not like there's loads going in on Vasturas in Sweden, right? Like, so
It's dead.
you were thrown in the deep end and you managed to find a way to enjoy your company. So
Yeah.
props.
Cool.
Huge.
Nah, but I feel like you've been alright because you've done like solo traveling as well, which
I have done a little bit of solo traveling.
yeah.
I think I can do it, but I just really come alive when I'm with people and I enjoy experiencing things with other people.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get that as well.
But I've definitely fallen into bad habits over the past however many years of like relying or getting too much of my happiness from other people,
Yeah.
mainly from relationships, and just trying to find that that internal happiness and sense of self without needing or requiring someone else to offer you part of that.
Oh, interesting.
It's really difficult. At least I find it really difficult. That's just because it's the way that I'm wired. It's like the environment that I've grown up in. So I'm having to like unlearn it and relearn it in a more positive way.
Which is,
it's good. I don't think either is wrong or right or good or bad. I think it's totally fine if you're like a relationship person and you jump from relationship. If that's like the way that you want to do things, respect and props. But I think for you to be able to offer the best version of yourself and put your best foot forwards in a relationship that you want to be a part of, you have to be able to be independent and happy yourself. Because the moment you start relying on that happiness from someone else, as soon as that person goes away or is for whatever reason isn't around, I think you find yourself probably in quite a dark place.
Yeah.
Because it's like having a part of you ripped off.
Yeah, definitely.
So easier said than done, but a really important life skill, maybe the most important.
Yeah. I think we were talking about it goes back to dating, and we were talking about relationships, and I was like thinking like, I think I was saying to you how I was ready, or it was like my norm was being single, right? And I think your norm was...
My norm was the opposite.
Yeah, because you've been in a relationship for X amount of times across years, but yeah, it's funny that because I've ever found myself like getting not selfish, but it's like I want that. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. I don't have to consult. Not that
Which
you
is
have
great.
to consult anyone, but it's like you're a bit free to do this and that. So when it comes to a relationship, it's like, well,
compromise.
how am I gonna feel? Yeah, it's gonna be compromise. It's gonna be a bit sacrifice, but I mean,
grass is always greener, isn't it? Until it's not.
I'm fine with that.
Or is it greener where you water it? I don't know, but yeah, very tricky balance. No, I want to be by myself for a long time now. Not going to put like a time frame on it, but for the foreseeable, 100%. Because I've never invested that much time or put that much emphasis on trying to solve that problem. But maybe that's my focus for this year, is to end it happier by myself than I did at the start.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That's my measure of success.
Australia's a solid
choice.
Chance to do that as well.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's an exciting opportunity. I guess it's a little bit intimidating, but I've done it once before. When I went to Australia the first time, and so it's not like and actually one of the guys that I live with is going to be in Sydney as well. But cool. I'm not going to be over relying on people that I already know out there, because I want to make sure that I'm like experiencing it as almost like for the first time again where possible.
Nice. And then I think it'll be good to have those people. Like similar for me is like I've got 3 people up there. I think that's a good number because you can dip in and out, and then
you've got a support network if you need it.
Exactly.
But it's not big enough for you to get complacent or reliant upon them.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't just shy away. But
because you'd need to make additional friends if you only have 3, right? I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. Maybe you don't.
A lot.
Yeah. Can't shag your mates, Dan.
Yeah. Especially when the guys.
Well,
that's not good.
So 3 is a good number. I probably know a similar number of people over in Australia at the moment.
Nice.
Cool. So we'll see how we go. I guess we'll reflect on it at the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll do another podcast.
I should write that one down, shouldn't I? Like a resolution. Bit too late. We're March.
I mean,
a New Year's resolution in March. I've got 9 months to figure it out.
You can 9 months solid time.
Yeah.
See how you get on. But yeah, nice man. Okay. That sound means the next segment.
I trust you.
So you'll need the headphones in a sec. So this is the fun part.
Okay.
So we do a mini game, and you're familiar with Countdown?
Roughly.
So all you need to know is the music. So basically, there are 2 rounds. One round, it's called the name game.
Okay.
Name game. So the first round, you have to name as many airlines as you can.
Oh, fuck.
Which you should be good because you've travelled quite a lot.
What's the highest number of airlines?
Oh, it's fucking James, isn't it? He's got like... I'll check for you.
James.
Yeah, we need to... Oh, please, actually. We need to like dislodge him from the scoreboard. He texted me after I did another episode. So I was like, yeah, how did they do? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, less than me. Yeah, good.
Fuck off, James, if you're listening to this.
Yeah, fuck you, James. I'm going to find it for you. But basically, I can cut this bit as well. You need to name as many airlines as you can.
Yep.
And then you need to name, and then the second category, whatever you want.
What do you mean?
Football teams, plants, colours. Will did Newcastle players, past and present, like that sort of thing. Anything you want.
Okay.
We have had, James did capital cities, the girls did countries. So those are taken, but anything you want.
Okay, so I can't repeat.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it'll be 30 seconds for each. I can give you a minute or two if you want to think about
No, we're
the
going
airlines.
straight in,
Yeah,
baby.
straight,
We're going
okay.
straight in.
Okay, cool. And then for the airlines, so I don't know if you want to say to the people how many countries you visited.
Oh,
Because you've done quite a few, no?
I'm going to say like mid-30s.
Mid-30s. Okay, so I think I've only done 20 or so to count. Do you count Scotland as one?
Yeah.
I've never been, actually.
You know what
No.
I mean? I guess.
It is a country, yeah, so I would.
Scotland
I would.
and Wales, yeah.
Yeah. Do you count England as one? I should have asked, actually.
No, because I live there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me neither.
Maybe I should. 36.
Hey, nice. Okay, so it looks like I haven't updated that. Okay, so
Fuck, right, okay. I'm on the spot here.
yeah, so we'll do airlines.
Okay. How long do I have?
You have 30 seconds. You basically hear the music, and then I'll give you three. I'll give you a countdown.
Okay.
Again, if you want to take a few minutes to think, prep your.
No, let's just go straight in.
Yeah,
man.
straight in.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit, okay. Ryanair, EasyJet, British Airways, Lufthansa, KLM, Malaysia Air, China Airways, Emirates, Qatar, Virgin Australia, Tiger Airlines, Turkish Airways, Sprint, EOS, United Airways, and Emirates?
Yeah. 16.
16.
Yeah,
okay.
pretty good.
That's all right.
Pretty good.
Go on, how does that compare to Mr. Harvey?
So he has 34.
He named them in 34
sorry.
in 30 seconds.
Across the 2 minutes, he named
Right,
34 things.
right. Okay, gotcha.
So you need to name 24, 18 of your own
Of something
category.
else. Let's all fuck ya.
And so Will went niche.
Well,
Jack did. I think he's joined in the label. He did rappers.
Rappers. Oh,
Rappers.
interesting. That is quite. I'm gonna go for fruit.
Fruit. Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, we're going fruit, man.
Okay, fruit.
Fuck it, we're going live.
We're going live.
Okay.
Going live,
We're
bro.
going fruit. I'm taking the headphones off so I can
Okay, sure.
try and beat James.
Okay, so I'll just give you a count and then that's easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Okay. Well, no, you don't need it. You don't need it, right? Okay. So again, do you want a few seconds to?
No man, we're going back.
No. Okay.
We're going
Okay.
back.
I'll do the music so I can listen to it just for fun.
Just point to me.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Apple, pears, oranges, tangerines, mango, pineapple, bananas, watermelons, lemons, limes, kiwis, lychees, passion fruit. Fuck.
You got it. You got it.
Oh my god, where's the audience where you need them? What else we got? Melon, cantaloupe. That's all I got, man.
Fuck. That's 16.
No, I needed 18. Fair enough, James. All right, crown's yours.
I really wanted you to beat him.
Name 2 other fruits for me that I missed.
Passion fruit? Did you say passion
I
fruit?
said passion fruit.
Dragon fruit?
Oh, I didn't say dragon fruit.
Durian.
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 I should have said durian.
Guava.
Well, yeah, okay, I wouldn't have mentioned that one. Yeah,
You mentioned lychee.
mentioned lychee.
Mangosteen, custard apple.
Oh, behave.
There's a niche there.
Okay, well, I did reasonably.
Did. So you got 30 in total,
Okay.
which I can confirm is second.
Okay, that'll do.
So
It's also 11:30 at night,
yeah, sorry, yeah,
and unlike James, I've been working like a dog.
yeah. He does not work.
But no, you know what James Man noticed? His crown is yours, brother.
Yeah, no, I was hoping
Fuck
someone
you.
else would take it. But, you let him have it. You did pause for like 10 seconds.
I did pause. I was like, I'll give him a handicap.
But awesome. That.
Blueberries, strawberries,
Oh, mate.
grapes. Oh my god, it's all coming to
Could have had it. Could have had it. Oh well. But yeah, that's the podcast then.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We there'll be a mini episode that will come out later, where we talk about dating and social media. Just a quick short episode. What did we talk about? We spoke about your move to Australia.
Spoke about the move to Australia. Spoke about the highs and the lows of recent times, I suppose. And yeah, I guess lessons learnt, wisdom gained.
Wisdom gained. Very wise. And then, yeah, number 2 on the leaderboard. So pretty good going. So
I'll take it.
short outro. Yeah, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, brother.
This episode will
It's been
be
fun.
Yeah, it was. This episode will be available on, well, Google Podcasts is stopping now, but yeah, Google Podcasts, YouTube. I'll just try YouTube. Apple, I'll try YouTube, and Spotify is the main one.
Cool.
There's a plan to do another episode on
the
the
end of the
female.
year.
What's up?
At the end of the year, me and you.
Yeah, well, I'll come to Australia maybe, but yeah, peace.